Chris Chinnock here for Display Central at Display Week 2014. I'm in the I Zone where I'm talking with Jean-Etienne Gadru. Thank you. The company is PolarScreens. Actually, I remember you guys did some glasses-based 3D some time back, but now we have a glasses-free 3D display that you're showing here. And as you explained to me earlier, this is really it's a development platform, first of all. And what this is it's a combination of a front LCD screen, actually a high refresh 3D frame LCD display, and in back of that, some distance, so about an inch and a half or so, is a second screen. And that second screen is actually using a DLP projector to create a parallax barrier pattern. Now, that pattern is today being generated by the DLP projector, but could be replaced with additional technologies going forward, so you don't have this thick form factor here. So there's, I guess, two innovations that you're showing here. One is kind of the three-phase display of the information, of the stereoscopic information, and then the backlight technology. So let's talk about the three different displays that are images that you're displaying here. So tell me about that.
Yeah. So instead of it's based on the simple parallax barrier, but it's dynamic one, and it has so by alternating the parallax barrier and using a tracking, we're able to do a full resolution 3D image. And on top of that, we do a third frame. So it's a three-phase system where we do a full 2D image, including the common information on the 3D image. So for most of the information is displayed when the backlight is a solid white, and the two complementary, not complementary, but delta information, left and right information, are displayed during two alternate parallax barrier. And that way we get a solid, good monitor that do 3D full resolution on the same display.
Yeah, and so I think what the way you explained it to me is the key innovation here by adding that 2D image. It's a conventional auto-stereoscopic eye track display in that it's a two-view display. It displays the left and the right eye images with eye tracking. That's conventional. What you do different is to add that 2D image, yeah. and that gives a little bit more. Well, it reduces the I guess flicker is perhaps the right word, because you can, with a parallax barrier display, based on the refresh rate, you can actually see that slanted lenticular barrier kind of imprinted in your vision as part of an artifact of the display. Yeah. So that's what you're trying to eliminate here.
Actually, it doesn't matter how fast your barrier is going. When you blink, you will register the last image that you see, which is a strip of light. And so the system based on a dynamic parallax barrier is not a good 2D monitor. It's not a good monitor at all. It creates fatigue and very disturbing. Where with a third frame, as we do, then you avoid totally that issue.
So tell me about the options that you can use to replace the DLP backlight at this point in terms of technology.
There's three technologies. There's the LED backlight with pi cell LC shutter, or LED backlight with a MEMS pattern light modulator if we want. And finally, there's a white OLED backlight also that can be used, similar to the one that LG used for their OLED display.
And to be clear, what this backlight is doing is it's basically the light source for the LCD panel in front, and it creates a pattern, a parallax barrier pattern, and it's slanted, and the width of the distance between the stripes and the barrier is variable, and you can see you've actually demonstrated it on your display here, and that's based on moving your head from side to side and moving forward and backward, and you can see how that parallax barrier changes as it's eye tracked and automatically adjusts, so you can get a nice clean 3D glasses-free image without having to well, it's all in the software to do that. That's the tricky part.
Software and processing get cheaper and cheaper, so that will be not an issue for our future.
Okay. Well, great. Thank you very much, and good luck with this.
Thank you very much.
Chris Chinnock for Display Central.